confused. Now, who exactly is Ricky?
Lucy's husband.
I thought Desi was Lucy's husband.
Not on the show.
Desi wasn't on the show?
Desi played Ricky.
Who did Lucy play?
Lucy.
I know, but who did she play?
Lucy.
Right, but who did she play?
Lucy played Lucy.
Well, then why didn't Desi play Desi?
He wasn't tall enough.
Yes, that's it.
Do you have somebody to do your hair and fix your makeup and to put your clothes out for you?
No, I was born just gorgeous like this. Sweetheart, I must tell you, it takes 6 men and a small boy to get me out on this stage. There's a lovely hairdresser, there's a lovely makeup gal who put you together like this, and this is my dress, but it was made for me by the lady who works on Golden Girls, so between all of them, they managed to paste me together and get me out here. But that's fun. That's another thing about acting that's fun. You get to dress up all the time. Yes.
You know, you say all these crazy stories about St. Olaf.
Yes.
Who makes them up for you?
The writers make them up, and I just think some of them are such fun, and to try to read them with a straight face is not easy. And then I think it's their own little game. They throw these Scandinavian names this long, Verbotenskatter and Gefriktenfleven, and they mean nothing, but you have to memorize them, and you have to do them exactly. And it's a challenge. And a couple of times we've gotten so broken up, we've had to do the thing about 4 times before I can get to spit the words out.
Rose, is this another one of those Scandinavian Viking concoctions?
Yes! It's called Gnurkenflirken cake. It's an ancient recipe, but I Americanized it.
Yeah, so one might say you brought Geflirkenerken into the 80s?
Yes, but I'm not one to blow my own Vertuvenflügen.
I can't even reach mine.
I think that's easy. Yes.
Is there really such a place as St. Olaf?
No, there isn't a town named St. Olaf, but there's a wonderful college in Minnesota. Yes, isn't it great? And I get such marvelous mail from there, and they send me T-shirts and jackets and sweaters until practically I have St. Olaf tattooed on my chest. But they have a marvelous 70-person choir who came out to Los Angeles to sing at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion. And they came en masse to see the show one night in our live audience. And it was such fun because Rue and I had learned their cheer, which is ya, ya, sure, you betcha, is the way it ends. But they also taught us the school song, which we come from St. Olaf, we sure are the real stuff. For our team is the cream of the... Well, it's a wonderful song as well. And so it was somebody's birthday that night, and in return for our singing, they sang Happy Birthday, and this gorgeous choir of 70 voices sang Happy Birthday. Rue and I, needless to say, didn't sing anymore after that. But I feel like I went to St. Olaf. They've been so warm and wonderful, you'd think they wouldn't be speaking to me.
Another question. Is there, where did you really grow up?
In Los Angeles.
Oh.
And I went to Beverly Hills High School. I went out to Los Angeles when I was about a year old from Oak Park, Illinois, where I was born. And California was a state then. A lot of people doubt that, but we were a state. Yes?
I would like to know where your sense of humor comes from and who would you accredit to shaping your character?
My mother and father. I was the luckiest girl of the world. I was an only child, and there wasn't a straight man in the house, and they kind of dealt me in on all their jokes, and if I didn't understand them, they just didn't explain them. And as I got a little older, Dad would come home and he'd tell the jokes, and he'd say, honey, I think that one we don't take to school. You can take that one to school, but don't take that one to school. So it was just wonderful. We laughed a lot, and we cried a lot together, and we just had it was a great growing up situation. Yes?
When you have time off, do you have any hobbies or things that you like to do?
Well, I'm a needlepoint freak, for one thing, and I have a house up in Carmel. I'm so lucky to have that it's right on the water, and I walk the beach a lot and collect sea glass and shells and that kind of thing. So those are kind of my hobbies. And then work is my hobby. When I'm off work, I'm doing some other kind of work, and I love to write. Yes.
How many times have people tried to strangle you in your movies?
Oh, quite a few. Have you noticed that, too? Yeah. I don't know whether it's a symptom or not, but I know Bea, whenever that comes across her, whenever she has to hit me over the head with something, she just enjoys that, but never can quite get it on the first rehearsal. She has to do it again. I don't know. I think maybe it's a wishful thinking thing. I think there are so many people who would have wanted to strangle me through the years that maybe they just put it on television.
Rose, that is a happy woman in there. Now, I want you to promise that you will not say anything. Do you promise? Do you promise? Are you sure?
What's got me so sad? I just never had two better friends. I just can't stand the thought of leaving you.
Oh, Blanche, you look gorgeous. Shut up, Rose. Are you ready?
Yes, I guess. Stop!
Does comedic timing always come easy to you, or is it something you've had to work on? And who are your favorite comedians?
Oh, comedic timing is something I think you just learn by osmosis. I was an only child, and I had two of the best parents in the world, and there wasn't a straight man in the crowd. And we laughed a lot, and we were always, you know, pulling things on each other or telling jokes. And in those days, it wasn't the slip on a banana peel kind of joke. It was a little more intellectual than that. I think, speaking of favorite comedians, we just lost one recently, who was not only my favorite comedian, she was a favorite friend. And I must say, whenever you called on Lucy, as a performer or as a friend, she was right there. When I lost Alan, I remember she decided she was going to personally take care of my not being lonesome, so she kept inviting me over to her house to teach me to play backgammon. And I was the biggest disappointment in the world to her, because she just couldn't. And I love all games, but I couldn't learn backgammon from her because she played it so well that she'd say, here, you throw the dice, and then you move this, and then you move this, and that's it. Now, how come you can't get that? I can still hear her, God love her. Yes, sir.
How has working with the Golden Girls cast affected you? Are there any characteristics that have rubbed off on you?
Oh, I'm sure. I think I've probably learned an awful lot from Blanche Devereaux that I've... Isn't she great? Isn't she wonderful? You know, the thing about the girls, now, Bea and I had been friends for years. Rue and I had worked together on Mama's Family, and Rue and Bea had worked together for years on Maude. Estelle was a new starter for us, and we adopted her immediately. But the first, as well as the friendship, the professionalism of these gals. Nobody has to wait for anybody to get their hair fixed or learn their lines. Everybody comes in with the lines learned. Everybody comes in ready to go to work on time, so that you can relax and have fun and horse around a little bit. It's when somebody isn't professional, bless you, somebody isn't professional about his business or her business, that's when the trouble starts. So then you overlay the friendship on top of that. It's just a joy. It really is. Yes, sir.
I know my favorite story of Rose's has to do with the herring circus. And I had hurt my back the night that they had aired, and they had to take me to the hospital, honest to God, because I was laughing so hard.
Thanks to all this constant bickering, I have a splitting headache.
Oh, girls, let's face facts. The three of us just can't agree on anything. I mean, it is obvious we were not meant to live together.
I hate to agree with you, but I think you're right.
I think so, too. In fact, I know so. This is exactly what happened during the Great Herring War.